What's up, folks? Stu Myrick.
Howdy.
Along with Eddie Cross, because we just finished recording Fight Night with Eddie and Jordan. I had Jordan on the phone. But now we're getting ready to do Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. Of course, you'll hear it tomorrow night on the Horn. About 8:30-ish. We're actually taking half hour-ish of Fight Night. So we'll take that plus the full hour of ours and do it upright. We'll
give you more than you anticipated.
More than you anticipated.
So much radio for your buck.
Yeah, we'll preview AEW Full Gear. Got 2 interviews, both of which are in the can, so you won't hear those tonight. You'll get them on the podcast and on the radio show. Talk to Dustin Rhodes, the Rhodes Wrestling Academy 3rd Student Showcase will premiere on their YouTube channel Sunday at, I think, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. And I was honored to be on commentary for that, along with Rebel from AEW.
Not Reba?
No, don't call her Reba.
Not Reba.
Rebel. So it was great to hang with them. And then we talked, of course, a little bit about Full Gear. So that's in the can. And then this morning, actually, talked to Preston Vance, number 10 from the Dark Order.
Ah, nice.
Without a mask. We actually did video, and the video will premiere later tonight on our YouTube channel, Sports Guys Talking Wrestling, and you'll see him without a mask. I mean, see him without a mask anyway, but he was there without a mask. Had a nice little chat. It was great. So you'll hear that.
How did you know he wasn't wearing a mask at first?
Because we were video.
That's right.
The beauty of Zoom. So we'll go through. We're actually going to start with the preview for AEW Full Gear. We'll make our picks. Justin may or may not be here. He is calling a basketball game in Georgetown. So depending on how, when that ends, how it ends, whatever. Traffic, that good stuff. Maybe he makes it, maybe he doesn't. It's okay. We got it. So we're going to start here, and I got to mute you because this will be in the middle. So this will be yeah, let's do some previewing. Hold on.
that because they're not that good of actors.
Yeah. I mean, look. Yeah, I've only been around Eddie a couple times. Never been around CM Punk. I know Eddie is as genuine as anybody in the business, almost to a fault. So I'm sure that promo was probably laced with a little truth. Sure,
I'm gonna say a lot.
Be that it may, it's gonna be a hell of a match.
I think so.
I mean, logic would say CM Punk's going to get the win, and I'll tell you actually, I got the betting odds from our friends at Bet Online. Betting odds have it right now: CM Punk at -1,000, Eddie Kingston at +525. So I think the money is coming in on Punk.
Good,
and I would go with Punk.
I'm going Kingston.
You're going to go Kingston, all right?
I'm going Kingston. Punk doesn't need the rub. And if you're just looking at it booking-wise, Punk's going to be fine either way. But you get Kingston to go over Punk, man, his star's through the roof.
And it's one of those things, so I think his star is getting there as it is. So
yeah. And it
could be that extra oomph. So
and Punk is almost took a little heel turn.
A little bit. He's playing with, but I'm pretty sure he will still be cheered throughout.
Oh, well, that's just the way wrestling fans are.
Darby Allin facing MJF. I would love nothing better than to see MJF get whacked to the side of the head by the skateboard. The betting odds right now: MJF at a -200, Darby Allin at +150. So it's
pretty close.
It's pretty close. I mean, it's leaning. They're leaning MJF.
If you thought it was going to be a one-on-one wrestling match, I can understand betting Darby Allin.
Yeah.
But it's MJF.
It's MJF. He will probably have the Pinnacle. At the very least, Sean Spears, handy.
Wardlow.
Could have Wardlow as well.
The Dynamite ring.
Does Wardlow finally says enough? We've seen these little glimpses.
They are kind of building it.
Yeah, we've seen these little glimpses of Wardlow, becoming his own man. Maybe he finally says enough and wallops MJF before Darby does.
I can see it happening.
Yeah, I'm still going to go MJF, but
yeah, I know no one in America will be cheering harder than Stu Meyer when that happens.
Yeah, it's in a Falls Count Anywhere match. You got the Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, Luchasaurus, teaming up with Christian Cage to take on the Super Click Young Bucks and none other than Adam Cole.
My heart says Jurassic Express, but my head says Super Elite.
I'm saying it's super. I think so. The odds right now, close. This one's close as well. Super Click at -200. Jurassic Express, Christian Cage at a +150. So, again, money's coming in on Super Click. I would lean Super Click.
Especially after that concerto.
Yeah.
But who knows? We don't know what's going to happen this week, though.
You know what? Just for S&Gs, as our good friend Kevin Dunn says, I'm going to go with the Jurassic Express and Christian.
Nice.
And we'll see. But what about you?
I'm going to stick with the Super Elite.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in the finals of the AEW World Title Eliminator Tournament, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, facing Miro. Up until last week, I think everybody and their mother had it penciled in as Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley has entered inpatient alcohol treatment. Mm-hmm. We wish the best to him and in his recovery. So Miro steps in, destroys Orange Cassidy. So now he's in the finals. I'm sure they have met at least in WWE as Daniel Bryan and Rusev.
Right.
So, but these are two totally different men, especially Danielson.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll hear my Danielson. I don't think he has won a match the same way yet.
Huh.
It's really been there hadn't been many. He's been changing it up quite a bit.
Hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah. So the odds right now, again, kind of close. Bryan Danielson at a -300. Miro is at a +200. I guess I could say so. Bryan Danielson at 1-3. Miro at 2-1. And I'm gonna lean the American Dragon.
I'm going Miro.
You're gonna go Miro, okay?
Now I know he wasn't in the tournament to begin with, so he wasn't already in the plans. But seeing as we've already seen Danielson and Omega so recently, I don't think it makes as much sense to book that again.
If Omega keeps the title.
Ooh,
Foreshadowing. But I see what you're saying. In a Minneapolis street fight, you got the Inner Circle, the Champion Chris Jericho, the TNT Champion Sammy Guevara, Jake Hager, Proud and Powerful Santana Ortiz. They will be taking on the team of the Men of the Year, All Ego, Ethan Page, and Scorpio Sky, along with members from American Top Team. This is in your wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Junior Dos Santos, former UFC heavyweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
Andrei Arlovsky, former UFC heavyweight champion. And Dan Lambert.
It was like 67 years old.
Yeah.
He's a great talker, though. Oh, my God. He is great on the mic.
He is. Well, he was, when they did this in, I think it was it MLW that he did this with King Mo and maybe Filthy? Yeah, he was then. So this doesn't surprise me. The betting odds right now, Inner Circle is at 2-5 or -250. Men of the Year and American Top Team at 17-10 or +170.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's that close.
I'm gonna go Inner Circle on this one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I just see this is gonna be one of those where, it'll be fun and they'll get some shots in, but in the end
they'll do some crazy hardcore stuff.
Yeah, it'll be
put some big guys through tables. It'll be the closest Jake Hager ever gets to fighting a heavyweight champion.
True.
In MMA.
True. What's Jake's record in Bellator right now?
Like 3-0.
Is he 3-0?
Yeah, I think
he hadn't fought in a while though.
Yeah, the last guy really took it to him, and some people might think he lost that fight, but he did a lot of damage to the guy.
Yeah.
But it's been a while, and I don't think he knows where the money is. Basically,
right?
His bread's buttered over here. You've won some real fights.
Yeah,
that's enough.
Yeah, I agree. So, all right, the first of 3 title matches. You got the Lucha Brothers defending the AEW World Tag Team titles against FTR.
Listen, if they don't come out in the frog suits again, I don't want to see it.
Mexico's favorite luchadors. Right now, let's see, odds have it. Lucha Brothers at -450 or 2-9 odds. FTR at a +275, 11-4 odds.
Yeah, I've always been a big pencil mark ever since Lucha Underground, so I've got to go Lucha Brothers.
I would go Lucha Brothers only because they just won the titles.
Yeah.
And unlike WWE, AEW likes to keep the titles on people for a while.
And FTR already took the AAA from them.
You're right.
So I'm not going to take them both.
Right. And we figure FTR will drop the AAA titles here pretty soon. I think they've got a card. Like in a few weeks. And
when do we get the Psycho Clown coming to AEW?
I don't know.
Take that title.
I don't know. That would be kind of neat.
That'd be fun.
That would be neat.
Listen up, Con.
I'll go with Ray and Penta. Penta says, all that. All right. For the AEW Women's World Title, you got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, taking on Ty Conti.
It was too easy. Baker.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Move
This
along.
one might be this. This might be a big. Yeah. This might be a bigger. Well, it's the same split as Punk and Eddie. They got Britt Baker at 1-1, or 1-10, where Ty Conti right now is 21-4, or -1,000 to +525 in favor of Britt. Britt's not dropping that title anytime soon. I say that. I mean, you could see February pay-per-view. Maybe Revolution. Maybe they come in with Thunder Rosa, maybe.
Yeah.
So
but this one's just a showcase matchup for her.
Yeah. But I don't know. Britt's keeping this one.
Yeah.
You know that.
Ooh, look at this fella
And
here.
Jumping right in as if he was coming off the runway. It is Justin Smash Simmons.
I feel like Nate.
He needs some intro music, man.
I thought I had some. Oh, I do, but we have to change it
I love
anyway.
the pin.
The moment, man.
And you got the NWA World Title pin.
Well, I was hoping to snag a photo when we come to the break, so I can at least tweet it out.
Okay, we'll do that.
I'm trying to get better on the social media.
We'll have to catch on during the break. We'll have to catch up with your picks because we're almost done with the picks for AEW Full Gear.
Yeah.
How was the game?
Oh, they lost, but it was.
Who's
okay.
they?
Southwestern.
Southwestern. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're calling the game for Southwestern.
Yeah, women's
okay.
basketball. It's
right.
basketball season.
It is basketball season.
Don't remind me.
Yep,
But the UT women are good.
that's
yeah.
true. And then in the main event, Kenny Omega, Best Bout Machine, the AEW World Champion, defending that championship against Hangman Adam Page. This is a story that has been building for at least a year. The betting odds again from Bet Online, they've got Adam Page winning at 1-7 odds, whereas Kenny Omega is at 4-1. My heart says Hangman's going to take the title, right? Just because Tony Khan, the way he books, it's a small sample size, but you've seen over the last 2 years, the way he books, they build and build and build and build, and then they get the payoff. They don't screw you like WWE does.
Right.
So I'm thinking, yes, this is the one. Hangman is going to catch Omega with the buckshot lariat. I'm not sure I'm not sure that it would be a matter of him kicking out of the one wing angel, but Page will hit the buckshot lariat, get the 1-2-3, and your new AEW World Champion.
Plus, with
Hangman
the
and
fact
Page.
that he already lost one championship match, if you have him lose another one, it kind of buries him.
Right. Well, when they lost the tag titles.
No, I mean when he was didn't he face Chris Jericho for the inaugural title?
He did.
Yeah,
he
so
did.
you have him lose the world title again.
Yeah,
it just kind of buries him mid card.
I mean, they've been flirting with this for a long time.
Yeah.
Now Crank, he's had a couple of pullbacks. The latest one, so he and his wife could have a child. I think a son. So shout out to Baby Page.
I say, did they move to Jacksonville?
Baby Hangman. I don't know where they live. Anyway, I'm gonna go Hangman.
Because I've been going back and forth in my head since I started looking at the sheet, and my head says Omega.
Yeah.
But then my head says Page.
Yeah.
It's not even my heart. It's just my head keeps going back and forth.
I get you.
And I think I talked myself into it a second ago.
Which is?
Saying they're not going to bury him by having him lose a second title match.
Well, don't work yourself into a shoot now, bro.
So you're going Page.
I'm going Page.
All right, Justin, you're here. You can at least pick this one.
Okay, so we're saying
it's bad enough you walked in here with the best hair in the apartment.
And as I said, the way they book, they do pay off their stories, unlike WWE. So that's why I'm thinking Page is taking the title this one.
And I think with a little help from the Dark Order.
I bet yes, because Omega will have the Super Click with him. So Dark Order may come out and help out Hangman.
I just feel bad because I just know it won't be clean. Like there's going to be interference regardless.
I think there's going to be interference, but it won't. I'm not sure it's going to result in the finish, whatever the finish is.
Because I think it does, and whatever happens from here on out, it's going to set the stage for at least like 4 or 5 storylines going forward, just out of this moment. Because, like Eddie said, the Dark Order could play a pivotal part in this because we've been talking about it before when he's visited the show. Like, hey, maybe it's time for that group to actually break up now, unless they're going to get a new leader.
Yeah. That's the other thing I was going to say. Is there someone who's coming off a contract or they're non-compete
Besides Bray
clause.
Wyatt?
Actually, we're going to do. We'll do a. We'll do
Who could step in?
We'll do a podcast only segment where we talk about the recent WWE releases, where they may end up, all that good stuff. We'll get that here in a bit.
I'll go the easy route. I'll say Paige, no one wing angel kick out. Like somebody helps him get out of that, so the move stays protective.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. The moves. I'm thinking they'll protect the move.
But see, the one thing I do want to clarify is that unlike every other like super hardcore AEW fan that will be disappointed if Paige doesn't win, I'll be okay if the next match set up is Omega versus Danielson for the title, because I think Danielson's the hottest wrestler that they have, and if if you're going to go old school business theory, it's like, well, the hottest commodity should be chasing the belt,
Right.
So that should be the match,
Which would mean he's going to beat Miro in the title eliminator. Time.
Oh, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which and that was kind of. That's where I kind of saw it, because you give Paige the title. Okay, now you're gonna have Paige versus Danielson. Whether where it would be a bigger thing if it's Omega versus
But
Danielson.
they're building Miro.
We've already
up.
seen that once. It was in a 30-minute time limit draw.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
man,
right, it was a draw.
I mean,
I'm still gonna pick Paige, but that's gonna.
But you're building Miro up. They've built him up as such a monster,
Can I-
and to have him lose to Bryan Danielson,
I know.
it's just it's like having Tessa Blanchard as the world champion again. I can't suspend my belief like that.
Can I ask you, is this going to be the Magnum TA push for
Hangman.
Yeah, because I mean, you just said it. It's like, okay, you get the win against Omega, then you probably have to face Danielson and win there also. And there's not going to be shenanigans. Like, who else is paired with Danielson to run interference?
I get the feeling.
That's a super strong push.
Yeah, that's
really
that
strong
is.
push.
And, I mean,
man.
I get the feeling that they could at least increase the level of push that they give to Paige.
But let's ask this: what happens if this push comes to like Roman Reigns levels, where it's not like, look, I'm sure Paige should be ready, right? But it seemed that Reigns was somewhat ready the first time, and the crowd was just not into it.
They
at
just
that
weren't
point.
going to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just never know.
We'll see. I mean, look, every arena we've heard Cowboy bleep. He gets the hugest reactions. I mean, this
That's
crowd
true.
is ready to see Hangman Adam Page with that world title.
You think we see a sign that says, if Cowboy doesn't win, we riot?
If Omega wins, we riot.
Yeah.
I would. It would
be
not
surprised,
surprise
yeah.
me. It would not surprise me. I get that feeling. AEW Full Gear this Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Get it on pay-per-view or BR Live if you're here in the United States. If you're international, get it on Fight TV. It will come from the Target Center in Minneapolis. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, you'll hear my conversation with the natural Dustin Rhodes, where we talk AEW Full Gear and we talk the third student showcase for the Rhodes Wrestling Academy. That's coming up next. Sports Guys Talking Wrestling on the Horn. Okay, so that obviously we won't do that here because it's already in the can.
Right.
So
Let
let's
me take a
talk.
picture of you?
Sorry that you.
Yes,
guys were,
talk
like,
the
expecting-
pictures.
Oh,
Yes,
no,
what
no,
do you
we
want?
should-
What's
we
your
should-
picture?
We should have a group picture.
Oh, I thought you just needed a picture of yourself.
No,
first.
no,
That's
no. I was hoping. Oh, you don't like to take pictures. That's right. I forget.
I'll be fine. But I thought you wanted a picture of yourself all spiffed up. For
Oh
your social media.
no.
That's what I thought you were saying.
I could take that. That's not a big
Oh,
deal.
okay.
Unless you want to take it for me, I'll take that.
Yeah.
That work.
What you doing your TikTok, your ticket and your tucking?
Taking and talking,
wanna take
and
the-
you're taking
Huh?
and you're
You wanna
talking.
take the headphones off, leave it.
Nah, I want to tweet at the NWA and Joe Golly because I felt like, since I have to work the suit,
Oh, okay. Let me get a little
it's a-
closer so I can get the pin in there.
it's a good good marketing for the show.
Let's go this way.
That's why I was hoping to be like, it's the
Oh no!
Closer
Oh,
show.
bring the mic back.
Bring the mic back. All
I
right,
don't look
there you
like
go.
he's on the air right now.
Excuse us, folks, while we have a little
Best
studio
part of
session.
Twitch.
Yeah.
A little studio
3,
session here,
2, 1.
taking pictures and.
All right. What do you think?
I look super high. Let's try again.
You look
I do. I just have like this bad I'm also really tired, so that makes a lot of sense.
Oh. Get a little different angle here.
Like the focus show.
Okay, now you definitely look high.
Thanks.
Look right here. Smile a little bit. There you go. Okay. Yeah, when you weren't smiling, you really looked. That's better. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's do this one. Let's go this. Excuse me.
Appreciate it.
So yeah, we'll do this kind of a podcast only thing on the releases and
You have that
all
full
that
list?
stuff. I'll pull it up.
Okay. So it's like up to 100 now?
Well, yeah. I mean, we'll talk just the most recent 18. So, all right, here we go.
Where are we going now?
It's not on, and it's not on the sheet either.
This is the podcast only?
This is podcast
Okay.
only. So.
Okay.
Gotta mute you. I promise I'll unmute you here in a moment. Be right back.
Finger to Triple H or something. I don't know. It's like, oh, this was your champion?
Yeah. it was.
Oh,
I don't know.
What can I get over, Justin?
Yeah, I don't know. It's
Drop him out to stew.
I mean, it's just a different audience, you know.
Well, yeah, but if you start off
With Scarlett, yeah, I mean that definitely would help. But
That would help.
But I thought they were going to have another Mark Miro situation if that was the case. Anyway,
But look at what they did with Austin Theory. He comes out against Jeff Hardy
yeah.
and beats him. But what they do to Karrion Kross, jab him out to Jeff Hardy. Austin Theory still get a push because he's like 22.
Yeah,
Karrion Kross, I don't know how old he is, but he's older.
That too. I mean, we've seen that they are in the business of trying to build another superstar that can sustain another 10-year run after Roman
And if
Reigns.
they're smart, they'll build like 5 superstars that can retain a run. Which,
Well, and
I understand that part.
And there is thought, like for instance, in NXT 2.0, there's thought they're doing that with Braun Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
That he's the one that they see, and let's not forget, it's not Triple H down there anymore.
Nope.
It's Vince, it's Bruce Pritchard, it's what's his name? Kevin Dunn.
Yeah.
Not our Kevin Dunn, different Kevin Dunn.
Much older.
This is
The other
so and I think that may have that was where the separation was. You had Triple H and Shawn and Road Dogg creating these characters in NXT, and they would get over and they're hot and everything. Then they go to the main roster, and Vince is going, I don't get this.
It's a completely
We're
different
going to change
style.
it. Yeah. And now why they weren't communicating back and forth?
I mean,
That's a big problem.
Yeah, when I heard that Vince had to go down and scout NXT, I'm like, you don't watch your own product. You want to call it the third brand, not developmental, and you don't even watch it.
But see, that was the thing, and then they figured out, and now it's back to being just developmental.
Yeah.
They don't want it to be a third brand. They just want it to be developmental. So
And for that, at least this way, when they call these guys up, Vince won't ruin them because he's already got them like he wants them.
I mean,
so at least that way, I understand, I get it business wise. But on the other side of it, AEW used to be just like a super indie, and they were competing against NXT, and they didn't think they were competing against Raw and SmackDown. But now you're releasing all this talent that they're going to pick up, and you've actually made them bigger, at least name wise,
and that's kind of the funny thing is AEW definitely they got to have a ceiling on their roster size. They got to. I mean, it's business. You can't spend that much money. However.
They're going to pick up some of these big names.
Yeah, you got to believe they're going to sign at least a few of these people.
Yeah.
Let's just admit Keith Lee is probably like the number one
free
free agent
yes.
off of the list.
Yeah.
It's going to be Keith.
And what they did with Keith.
Oh my
look,
it's like what they're doing with Otis. You have a guy with like personality. Just because he's a big guy doesn't mean he has to be a big nasty guy. Let the guy have some personality.
Yeah, I mean,
let him have some moves.
What was it? Big E called him the walking thumb.
Yeah.
That's what he is, though.
Yeah.
I mean, he stood there that entire backstage promo on Raw, where it was Keith Lee, or 2 weeks ago, Keith Lee and Gable and Otis, and Otis just stood there. And that was it. It's like, okay, what is his purpose outside of just being a tough guy?
Yeah, Vince used to think he had enough personality to let him win Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Let him be in a program with Mandy Rose.
Yes.
And now it's like, when's the last time you heard a word out of his mouth?
Now he's just.
Yeah.
I mean, it
reminds
baffles
me of when the Bears had Greg Olson at tight end.
Yeah.
But the offensive coordinator didn't know how to use a pass catching tight end, so we ended up trading him to the Panthers for like a bag of chips.
Yes. And then
he went on to continue having a Hall of Fame career.
Yes, absolutely.
And the Bears went in the toilet.
It's Now,
big guy with talent. I don't know what to do with that. He doesn't have muscles.
And by the way, did you see the statement Keith Lee made about how he paid for all of his medical bills?
No.
With his bout from COVID and the heart stuff and all that good, he paid for them.
Wow.
Not WWE, him.
He's probably still paying for it then.
He said they're paid off.
Oh, yeah? Oh, good.
But damn.
I mean,
that's ridiculous.
Independent contractor,
Yes, it's that independent contractor status.
Even though he can't go anywhere else.
Yeah, which one of these days that's going to get addressed.
Need that Ali Act.
I mean, it happened in college football someday, right?
What?
It might happen in UFC soon.
I mean, they took care of the
Name, image, likeness?
Yeah.
But
So I mean, that battle stood for a long time. So maybe this battle, professional wrestling, independent contractors.
All you need is the right lawsuit.
That might.
You mentioned before we went on. You mentioned Bray Wyatt. I don't know where he's going to end up in wrestling. Apparently, his next project though has to do with being in a movie.
Oh.
I saw a story. Let's see if I can find it. But I saw a story about him being. Let's see if I can find it. Here we go. Bray Wyatt's first post WWE project, a feature film. Again, getting this from Wrestling Observer. Wyndham Rotunda's first post WWE project was announced in an exclusive report by Metro.co.uk. Coliseum's owner and special makeup effects artist Jason Baker says that he and Rotunda are collaborating on a movie. Quote, "It's a feature film and something really new and different. I'd say probably the best way to describe it is ICHI the Killer meets Xanadu," Baker said. Let's see what else it says. Had some meeting, quote, "We had some meetings out there and things happened and things got moving forward, and now we're going and shooting this feature film with him. And in the end of the month, he's a phenomenal collaborator. He's become a really good friend, and we're starting a film at the end of the month." So it goes on to say that his non-compete clause with WWE expired on October 30th. Right. So he's free to go to AEW, Impact, whatever. Mm-hmm. But at least as of right now, he's going to be in the movie business. So why not? Why not? You got to believe, like I said, Keith and Mia have got to end up in AEW.
Yeah, they have to.
That's something tells me Ty Valkyrie goes back to Impact. I don't know why. That wouldn't surprise me. But it just feels like that. I don't know. The rest, Karrion Kross had a bad time with Impact. So
yeah, but there's not even ROH to go to now. So
there's not what?
ROH.
No ROH to go to. Yeah,
I could see him in AEW easily, especially with Scarlett. Maybe him and Keith Lee and Mia have some kind
of what's his
power couple thing.
Like, if you're AEW at this point, are you bringing in mid-carders? Or are you looking to bring in main event talent? Because you still got a young crew that you need to build up into the future superstars of that company.
That's the question.
And no offense to the age, obviously. I mean, I understand it. I work in the similar industry. It's entertainment. Like, age plays a factor. And you miss windows just because of a year that you were born. And somebody just happened to be in the spot that you needed to be. And I'm afraid that's what's going to end up with Karrion Kross.
I mean, Keith just turned 37. Yesterday, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So happy belated birthday, Keith Lee.
And see, definitely not old. I mean, for a pro wrestler, this is the prime.
You can get 20 more years out of him.
Easily.
Prime, but I mean,
stop slipping so much.
That's the thing, and that's the whole WWE style. Unfortunately, takes away what makes him special. It's just because you're trying to sustain and being able to work it.
But see, now he can go back to what he was doing,
being limitless.
Like that. Tony will welcome that with open arms.
Yeah.
As far as the rest of them,
they released Dijakovic at the same time.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I'll be honest, I don't know the rhyme or reason how they select who gets cut or what. I don't know if how salary.
Well, I know he fits the mold more.
What's kind of and look, it's business. I get it, and hey, I'm actually kind of glad because some of these people will go find better situations, get their creative freedom, all that good stuff.
Hopefully they got a good severance package.
Yeah.
If you believe the rumor and innuendo, again, this happened right after the WWE's Q3 financial call, where they say they made something like $256 million.
Yeah, you can't tell me they need the budget.
Profit. And yet, they told these people they're being released for budgetary reasons.
Yeah, that's crap.
Look, be straight with them.
Yeah,
we got nothing for you. Just do that. It just I don't know. It's very, very tone deaf.
Yeah, and with the scene what Nia Jax said, like she was basically on like a mental health break.
Yeah.
She said she needed more. They gave her a schedule. She said, "I need more time." Next thing she knows, she's cut.
She's cut. Now,
Like,
allegedly, she might be one of the ones that had to do with vaccination status.
Now,
But why would they give her another schedule?
But wait, let's
who
also
knows?
go back and admit that as a worker, there was already some heat on her already.
True.
So this was probably just the last straw with them, and they were like, "Hey, this is convenient for us. We can finally just nip it now," because
it's possible.
they were already having problems with
Probably just save some
with
injuries
Charlotte and
down the road.
Becky, and did they want to bring back another person that's known to have heat into a situation?
Oh, another
that-
problematic female, Justin? Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying? You
that's-
sexist pig?
That's not what I'm saying. That's what they're saying.
By the way the non-competes should go, the NXT talent should have 30-day non-competes, and WWE roster, they'll have 90-day non-competes. So,
Okay.
The likes of like Ember Moon and Taya and those folks, Trey Baxter, who was on the Indies as Blake Christian, I saw him in GCW when they were here a couple years ago. So we'll see them pretty soon, actually. I would say end of the month. I bet, and it wouldn't. I think Blake Christian's already booked for GCW.
Gonna say happy holidays to those folks.
You know,
Happy
so
holidays.
as
Well,
far
it's
as
almost like they work in the radio industry, getting
Hey,
cut before the
well, you know.
holidays.
and then Keith Lee, Mia Yim, all those folks, we'll see them end of January, I guess, or 1st of February.
I think February, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be because this was November 4th, so that would have been. So I think February 2nd is.
Isn't that
their-
just in time for the next AEW pay-per-view?
Revolution should be very soon after that.
That'd be a perfect.
It's a February pay-per-view.
Yeah, there you
so why not?
I mean, it's the perfect name for somebody like Keith Lee to premiere at.
Why not?
There you go.
So you may have Revolution, may see a few more surprise debuts like they did it All Out with Danielson and Cole and CM Punk.
It'll be fun to see if they can keep it a surprise.
They did pretty good with the last round.
They did. They really did.
So why not? I mean, who knows? Be it as may, I think all of them that want to work, I think all of them will find somewhere to work. You still, like I said, you still got AEW, you still got Impact Wrestling, you still got Major League Wrestling,
Yeah.
still got the NWA.
Let me say the Eva Marie thing, not a surprise.
Look,
That hasn't worked the 5 times they tried it.
I try to not get on the wrestlers themselves.
No.
However,
The way they're used.
I'm trying to figure out why Eva Marie was brought in the first place.
Vince thinks she's hot.
I mean,
That's the only thing I can think of.
You
I
call me
know-
a
She is.
sexist pig?
I know more wrestling moves than Eva Marie.
If you're going to bring her in and not do anything, at least make her a manager or a valet or something where she's still around, she can talk. If she was like pushing Dewdrop instead of, trying to hold Dewdrop down, they could
See,
be
that's
like
the
a
thing.
team thing.
But
But they just bring her up. It's like they don't know what they're doing with her.
well, and that's again, if you believe the rumor and innuendo, the reports were yes, you're absolutely right. They had no clue what to do with
They're
it.
just like, throw some crap against the wall.
Yeah, but
Yes.
Let's team up with this person that has more talent and better mic skills.
Yes,
I'm like,
Yes.
well, now she just looks like crap.
Dewdrop, formerly known as Piper Niven,
Yes.
just a stalwart worker on the British indie scene, and so putting her with Eva Marie, who can barely do a body slam.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Like if you brought her in as a manager, perfect.
Well, now she can go off and do whatever else it is
know
that
what
she
she
does.
does.
Zeta Ramir, formerly known AQA from Reality of Wrestling. I'm sure we'll see her pop up somewhere.
Wasn't there another girl from Austin? What was her name?
Girl from Austin.
Kamea.
Jessie Kamea?
Yes.
She's
Is
from
she in
Austin?
tonight?
I don't know.
I think she is.
Anyway, so yeah, that's like I said. I hope those folks find work wherever it is, and I think they will.
It's got to be tough mentally when you think you've made it at least to where that you're almost there or you're actually there. Then all of a sudden that rug gets swept out from under you.
Yeah.
Been there.
Absolutely.
Sucks.
But hey,
It's hard mentally.
they'll bounce back. I
Hope so.
think so. And get to see Keith do what he does best.
Yeah.
Be limitless.
That Bearcat stuff.
Bearcat stuff was
Look.
silly.
He's not 75 years old. You're giving him a gimmick from the 70s.
He's also got mic skills. Use them.
Besides just,
We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll let you know where independent wrestling is happening this weekend. You're listening to Sports Guys Talking Wrestling.
Okay, so I need one more photo because my bald
One
spot.
more photo.
Yeah.
What are you, model? Jeez.
No, I had
Are
like
you
this,
Rick Martel?
I had like this bald thing going on. No, I have like a.
A
good Lord.
bald.
You should see it now.
I know. I have a cowlick that's like right on the front of my forehead, so like at the wrong angle, it makes me look even like.
By the way, you
bald.
do look high.
You do.
Yeah, I'm just really
I
tired.
can tell you are. I don't want to drive behind you.
You don't want to drive behind me.
Leaving here now. I want to leave and you leave like 5 minutes after me.
You wish.
I like your phone.
I was like, I'm just trying to get this one thing done. It's all good. I'll do it real fast.
Just one thing. Just one thing.
Just one thing.
Just one thing.
Yeah. See? He's doing it.
It's just one touch.
Meanwhile, we got Carmelo Hayes and Pete Dunne,
Oh, okay.
who just turned 28. So happy birthday, Pete Dunne.
Yeah, he'd be perfect for Vince if he was bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem with everybody, though.
Yeah.
Well, and that's,
All right.
you got to think they're slowly but surely.
Phasing it.
Yeah. So
All right. That took 2.
Thank you.
Let me know what you think.
he took 2.
Perfect. I'll take it.
That's
you.
right, buddy.
Appreciate that.
Take it.
That one had pizzazz.
All right.
That's what I was looking for. The razzmatazz.
I got to remember to unmute.
See, if Kieran Cross could have worn a skirt like Drew McIntyre now wears a kilt, he'd still be around.
Dude, the GIMP helmet, though.
Oh, my God.
Nah, he could have overcame that.
No,
He-
you can't overcome
Jeez.
that, dude.
Dude.
That's Vince written all over
Yeah, but
it.
you
He's
can
like,
o-
what character can I make him
you can overcome that.
instead of just letting him be a killer? And then I heard
They're
that
just,
they had a new
That
character.
was the childlike image of a killer. You know, he just needed to have been able to channel that. And I'm
Vince
not. I'm,
marketing the
And oh, by the
70s.
way, they were in the process of pulling him back and doing a third
Yeah.
Yeah.
remake of him when he
Yeah.
got cut.
It's like a
So,
Hitman type thing or something.
yeah, it was going to be like, the Silent but Crazy or whatever.
which
so.
I would have been okay with.
Should have just
honestly.
stuck with what he had
Yeah.
in NXT.
That wouldn't have worked on the main roster, though. It's like, what's going to separate him? Like, how is
Yeah,
he
really, he
supposed
didn't have much of a gimmick.
Yeah, he didn't really have much of a gimmick except that he
I
had
know.
Scarlet and he was a badass.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're going to be competing against Big E,
Hey, Dexter Loomis is on headset on NXT, staring a hole into Carmelo Hayes.
Now, he's a prime example of a gimmick that would work on the main roster, but Vince would ruin him anyway.
Oh, God, yeah. He'll have him singing or something.
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. Sports Guys Talking Wrestling on the Horn. Stu Myrick, Justin Smash Simmons, and Eddie Cross from Fight Night. It's been a good night. We got to let you know what's happening in independent wrestling this weekend. We will start with Reality of Wrestling presents Live Pro Wrestling Saturday at Booker T's World Gym Arena in Texas City. Bell time 7 p.m. Central. Will Allday will be there. Cameron Cole, Vert Vixen, and more. That's Reality of Wrestling this Saturday in Texas City. New Texas Pro Wrestling presents Dallas 41 Saturday at the Irving Arena in Dallas. Bell time 7 p.m. Brian Keith, Calvin Tankman from MLW will be there. Roxy, Chandler Hopkins, and more. That's New Texas Pro Wrestling this Saturday in Big D, Dallas. That's a look at independent wrestling around the area. Wherever you may be, make sure you go support independent wrestling. Might see the next superstar.
Or you might see folks that just got released.
Or you might see folks that just got released. That's
Basically, right?
That's right. New Japan Pro Wrestling has announced their World Tag League tournament starting November 17th. The finals will be December 15th. Winners will face the IWGP Tag Team Champions at Wrestle Kingdom 16. A few of the teams, they got 12 teams in this tournament. Some interesting pairings. For instance, you got the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi, with Toru Yano. I wonder if Tanahashi will sell some DVDs with Toru or whatever, some of those funny things. You got Tetsuya Naito coming back from injury. He will be in the tournament. He's tagging up with his Los Ingobernables de Japón partner. Where is he? Oh, Sonata. He's teaming up with Sonata, so that'll be a good one.
It's hard for me to be excited about him coming back, man. It's just like they never push him. They never really.
Well,
agree with
yeah, I know. You got Minoru Suzuki and Taka Michinoku from Suzuki Gun. That should be a good one. Minoru Suzuki finishing up his tour in the United States.
Well, I'm just excited to see Taka Michinoku and see what he has left in the tank at this age.
Yeah.
But really one of my favorite, light heavyweights of the WWF era.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, you got Tamatanga and Tangaloa, the Gorillas of Destiny. You got Bad Luck Fale and Chase Owens. Of course, you got the tag champions, Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr., and more. So, again, that starts November 17th. The finals December 15th, and winners will go on to compete for the IWGP Tag Team titles at Wrestle Kingdom 16. Real quick, it is coming up on the weekend. We got football. We'll start Friday night. Lake Travis Cavaliers coming off a beating by Westlake. And I will tell you now, Westlake is for real. But be that as may, the Texas High School football playoffs start this week by district round. So Lake Travis will host Cedar Ridge out of 25-6A. That'll be at Cavalier Stadium. You can hear it this Friday night pregame, 7:15 kickoff, 7:30 p.m. Central. Mark Honig, Bucky Godbolt in the booth, and yours truly will be on the sidelines. Hear that on 104.9 FM.
The Cuero Gobblers will host San Antonio Young Men's Leadership Academy.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
In Cuero,
That's
by district.
4A, 3A.
4A Division 2.
4A Division 2, okay.
Yeah, that'll be Friday night. You can watch it on the Cuero ISD YouTube channel.
Nice.
Probably.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, in the Lake Travis games, however long they go, you can see them on TexanLive.com from Dave Campbell's Texas Football. And then Saturday, the Texas Longhorns. Oh, it's painful. Be as may, they return home to DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. They will face the Kansas Jayhawks. Kickoff set for 6:30 p.m. Central. That means pregame starts at 2:30 p.m. Central. Chad Hastings, Bucky Godbolt will be at Beaver Boulevard. Aaron Hogan and Rod Babers be at the Texas Tail Garden, 17th and San Jacinto. Again, pregame 2:30 p.m. Hear it all across the Austin Radio Network, the Horn, Coke FM. You can get the Spanish broadcast on 105.3 The Bat, too, with my dear friend, Dr. Ruben Pizarro.
I cannot take hearing you lost to Kansas again.
No. And just to think,
had Oklahoma
they've
in
got
trouble.
3 games left of the season.
You need to win 2
They
to make
got,
a bowl.
2 to get bowl eligible.
At least West Virginia's bad. Kansas State scares me.
Well, yeah, it's Purple Curse.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, Cowboys, they're coming off a loss. They will host the Atlanta Falcons at AT&T Stadium. Kickoff high noon on Sunday. Hear that on the Horn. Should be a fun weekend. Football, wrestling, everything. So
UFC.
got UFC.
Max Holloway, Yair Rodriguez.
Man, you still got
Got
fights.
the Rhodes Wrestling Academy third student showcase. Catch that Sunday on the Rhodes Wrestling Academy YouTube channel, and it'll be a lot of fun. So that'll do it for this week's Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. Eddie Cross.
Yep.
How do we find you on socials?
You can find me on Twitter at Eddie Experience, 1E in the middle. You can find the show at Fight Night ATX everywhere.
Everywhere. You can follow Justin the Smash Simmons on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch at The Smash Simmons. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Stu Myrick. That's STEWMYRICK. You can follow the show on Twitter and Twitch at SGTWATX. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Sports Guys Talking Wrestling. We live stream on YouTube and Twitch Tuesday nights. You can also catch us Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Central on the flagship station for the Texas Longhorns and your radio home in Austin for the Dallas Cowboys. We are the Horn, 104.9 FM and 101.9 FM and AM 1260. You can also catch us anytime on demand by either going to hornfm.com and click on the On Air tab, or by subscribing to us on your favorite podcast provider. Make sure you rate and review us while you're there. Big thanks to Eddie Cross for joining us. Big thanks to Preston Vance and Dustin Rhodes for giving some time. Big thanks to you for giving us a little bit of your time tonight. Have a great week. We will see you at the matches.
Goodbye and good night. Bang!
And that's how it's done. Meanwhile, we still got Carmelo Hayes, and
They're still going?
they're still going. Amazing. Oh, here come Trick Williams. Get the hand
What
stopped.
was this, an AEW show?
That's fine.
For real, they're gonna let him go the rest of the way.
Dude, like,
time is
that's
it
one
anyway?
thing. I can't.
Almost 9.
Oh, okay. So this was the main event. Okay.
I fast forward through so much wrestling these days.
I do too.
Everything doesn't have to be 30 minutes, man.
Ooh, Trick Williams catches a right from Dexter Loomis. Meanwhile, Carmelo. Oh, look. It looked like Gargano, maybe.
It could have been.
Definitely, it was a gloved hand.
A gloved hand. Ooh, nice maneuver by Dunn. Hooks the leg, gets the
For
3.
the title?
No, it was a non-title match, but ooh, Dunn got a little bit of color.
Some string
Probably
in
like
there.
Blading Nose or something. The bruiserweight. It was Gargano.
Okay.
Johnny Wrestling. Do the thumbs up. There you go. Got a thumbs up. Not like the Orange Cassidy thumbs up. Full on thumbs up.
Full on.
But yeah. Nice. All right. All right. We will get out of here. Again, thanks to everybody on YouTube and Twitch for joining us. We will see you next week. Until then, have